Welcome and thank you for listening to our new podcast, Dumbgeons Dragons. My name is Russ Moore and I'm your Dungeon Master for this D&D 5th Edition podcast. We have 3 other adventurers, Carla Johnson, Amy Moore, and Tom Laird, who will be doing their own introductions for them and their characters shortly. A little bit about our group. We all started playing together on a whim after we started listening to another great D&D podcast, The Adventure Zone, and all was great. We had some great adventures, we had some great fun. Then Amy and I moved our family to South Korea and decided to break up the band. But rather than let it fizzle and die, we thought we would try and record it and make our own, hopefully, entertaining podcast. This first episode is us more or less figuring out how to play and visualize online. So it may come across a little disjointed, but the next episode, we're back on the adventure trail, so to speak, starting the D&D module Rise of Tiamat, which is from Dungeons & Dragons Wizards of the Coast, part of the Tyranny of Dragons saga. I hope you enjoy. If you do, please like, comment, subscribe. We are aiming to put out an episode every couple of weeks with a more solid schedule released very soon. But that's enough for me. Here are your adventurers and the story.
Hi, my name is Amy Moore. I am the wife of our DM, which has no bearing whatsoever in this game except for the fact that he throws a ton more shitty shit at me than anybody else. My character's name is Thea Amastasia, and I'm an elf. I'm about 200 years old. I'm 5'9", I have bright green eyes and whitish blue skin and brilliant blue hair. I was a scribe for a long time, but that was just my cover. Thea is actually an elf weed drug dealer. And so, she had a little bit of something going on the side. She's a feisty one. A little bit of a temper on her. So, and she's from the Silver Moon elven group. Elven group. She's a druid. Do I have to say my level? Level 7.
Yeah, you're level 8.
Damn it.
No, we're level 8 now.
Yeah,
fact check. Level 8.
This is why I didn't want to do off the cuff.
See, but then it's done, and it can sound weird. It's all right. And I know the other characters because I was Flint's PTSD weed drug dealer, so
That's right.
He had a little bit of that going on, and I helped calm that PTSD down. And New Lara and I found each other in the forest, I do believe. We were fighting an orc together that was threatening a nearby village of a mate that we no longer play with. So, yeah.
That is dead to us.
She is dead to us. Whatever. Yeah, there's my character.
Hi, my name is Carla. My character's name is New Lara Moonbrook, or New Lara. Depends how you want to put that emphasis on it. I am a human ranger. I am very, let's say, outdoorsy. As a ranger, I've spent most of my life living in the woods, essentially foraging. This partnership that I have formed with Thea and Flint is by far the longest non-family sort of relationship that I have had with other creatures. Like Thea said, we met and took on an orc together, and basically we've been a team ever since.
So much love.
So much love. All right, well, hey, my name is Tom. I play the character of Flint Firebeard, who is a dwarf fighter. Currently level 8. We've been playing for a little while now. And Flint was a long-serving member of the Iron Fist of the Dawn, a mercenary company. He rose through the ranks rather quickly, attaining the rank of captain. But once a new leadership group took control, it slowly showed its true colors to be more about greed than helping people, and that wasn't cool for Flint. And after a few battles that did not go the right way, he had some PTSD. There we go. Yep. I should know this, right?
That's the PTSD talking.
It totally is. So after a few battles that didn't go the right way, came down with a bit of PTSD, and then he met up with a friendly druid who happened to just have some herb for him to smoke and chill out. And then we met up with a ranger as well, and we've been a team of fighting evil ever since.
I should also say that I have an animal best friend. He is a pseudo-dragon, and his name is Donnie, and pseudo-dragon is basically just a very small dragon. And he comes on all of our adventures with us, and occasionally helps out quite a bit, and mostly doesn't help out that much, but is very useful because he can fly, of course, and while he can't speak, he can send us telepathic images, so we're able to send him ahead to scout, and he can communicate with us that way.
Well, if you're going to mention your little dude, I'll mention my really big one. Not that size matters. I have a jade serpentine owl. So it's a little jade owl, essentially, that when I call upon her, she turns into this giant owl for 8 hours, and I can do it every 2 days. So yeah, we can ride on her back and fly, have her fight with us, and yeah, and her name is Guacamole.
Fantastic. See, that wasn't that bad.
Look, Russ has the biggest fucking smile on his face right now.
They did it. You all wake up in a dark, dank, stone-walled room. You don't have memory of how you got there or why you're there.
Reboot!
Not really, it's fine. But in the room with you, there's no furniture, there's no anything on the walls. There is one small, or not small really, but he's about half the size of a human. He looks very robotic, and he's built out of lots of different gears and machines and stuff. And looks like he's kind of powered off in the corner there.
Wow, my notes are shitty. Empty room for one robotic, half-sized human robots. That doesn't even make sense.
There are 2 wooden doors in the room. Both have locks to the door. And that is what you see.
That's not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we try and open the door.
And
is it like a padlock?
It is, no, more like a key lock. And it is locked.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a check.
I mean, it could have locks, but be open.
Exactly. Like, my back door has a lock, but it's open right now.
It is locked. And sorry, yes, the other door is on the opposite side of the room. The room you're in is about 30 feet across.
Big room.
I wasn't actually listening, I'm sorry.
So,
We tried the doors, Amy.
Yes.
try the doors. They're both locked.
Okay.
As you try the second door, the little robotic creature powers on with a slow whir, and you see him kind of come to life there.
What does the word sound like?
Oh my god, my imagination is alive.
Thank you.
The hills are alive with this sweet, sweet Foley.
Sweet whirring noise.
It kind of sounded like a bit of a vacuum.
But he stands up and his eyes shutter open and he says, "Oh, it's about time, guys. I'm glad you're awake." I can only look at you, okay? You can't laugh at me every time.
Hey there, what's your name?
Hey, friend.
Friend, it's me. It's me, Tibby. What are you guys talking about?
Tibby.
Timmy.
Tibby?
Tibby.
Well, Tibby, we don't have any memories.
Where are we, Tibby? I don't remember. I don't even know where we are right now.
Well, we came in search of this Tome of Enchantments. The guild sent us down here, and I mean, I was powered off when we entered the cavern where we thought it was, and I don't know what happened after that. But we were sent by Salazar and the guild to come find this tome because they need this tome to help control some of the entities at work in the planes right now. Planes as in other worlds, not as in...
Arrow.
Yes.
I mean, I assume
Yeah.
we were in a world that did not have functional airplanes, but it's good to clarify.
It is good to clarify.
We have a flying castle, but
Yeah, that's
Tibby is a robot. He is like AI. You're telling me they created AI but not airplanes?
Well,
Well, they have those
It was just a question. Sorry, Tibby.
I come, Thea. I come from another plane where there are mechanized creatures. Yes, and I was partnered with you because you guys sometimes seem to need a little bit of help. So says Salazar.
Salazar.
so says the guy who would come in and finish every single kill when we were this close.
Exactly. He just thinks you need a little help.
Sorry, can I clarify? Is it Tomb of Enchantments or Tome?
Tome.
Then I spelled.
That's.
I mean, Tome of Enchantments good
It's two very
that'd be easier to leave, or more difficult to leave with.
Yeah.
two very different things. One is very heavy. The other not so much.
Exactly.
Okay, Tibby, I don't need your attitude. Is your sarcasm button pushed?
The sarcasm button is broken in the on position.
Someone said this dull evil.
It appears that, we might have been taken captive by someone or something guarding the tome, and now we probably have to go find it.
That's a fair assumption if we wake up in a locked room.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Is his speak the obvious button also stuck on?
What do you think we should do, guys?
Axe the door.
Yeah, do we have our weapons and everything?
Oh yeah, good question.
Yeah.
Yes, you appear to have all your weapons and armor and everything.
Okay, well, we
Well,
should
a bunch
probably...
of
Hack that
ding
door
dongs
down.
seem to have kidnapped us.
Right.
People with their weapons.
Stupid
That being said,
ding-dongs.
axe a door.
Do it,
Yeah, we
axe
should probably
it.
try and break down a door.
Bust this.
Go for it. Make a strength check there.
Okay. It is 12.
So it takes you 2 or 3 swings, but you get through. Which one? If you were to start drawing a map for yourself over there,
Okay.
if you draw a square box,
Uh-huh.
one door will be on the left, one door will be on the right.
Okay.
Which door do you hack down?
What do you say? Let's go left.
I was also thinking left.
Yeah, there it is.
I wish you could see the scale of the map that Tom is drawing
So
because
good.
it is less than 1 inch. Tiny.
It's also beside some writing, so I've really got a long way to get here. So. Keep it small, Russ.
Yep. So you hack down the door, and it's a very dimly lit room in this new room that you've entered into. And in the middle, there is a mound of fur, and there's a low growling and breathing coming from it, kind of like a huddle of fur,
Oh, like a cuddle puddle of fur.
perhaps.
I think
Yeah,
we roll
it's like-
around in them. I bet they're puppies.
It's 50 puppies.
Is it 50 puppies?
As a matter of fact, it is not 50 puppies, and you roll around in them and you're dead.
Oh, okay. Let's not roll around in them, guys. I take it back.
So you see this before you enter into the room.
Should we axe down the other door? Just to see what's on the other side.
Broken down a door, so that thing, if it's going to wake up and come in, it's going to come in.
It's
Okay.
true. We can't really close the busted door behind us. Can we? Why? Let's do. I'm going to do a perception check because I have nature proficiency, and it's going to tell me what these animals are.
Yes.
It's a 12. Might not tell me.
You
Recognize our mammals.
after looking at them for just a little bit, you see one of the faces poke through, and you recognize them as bugbears.
Aww.
Baby bugbears? I thought bugbears were big.
Well, I mean it's a mound, but it's a 30-foot room, so it's a big mound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here I got the tiniest of X's in my room. Are there any doors or anything in this new room that we can see?
Yep.
It's behind the mound, isn't it?
It's on the direct opposite side from where you are.
So the continuation of the left direction.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can we see how many bugbears there is?
Based on you being able to see the face, you could say there is probably 3 or 4.
But they're sleeping.
Yes, they appear to be sleeping.
Are they sleeping against the door?
No, they're in the middle of the room.
Like I drew it.
Like you drew it, yeah.
So we should probably
Thea, do you have like a sleep spell or something that you can put on them?
Ooh, that'd be good.
No, I don't think I do. Let me see what I got here. But most of my stuff is like murder.
And piss Russ off.
It's so funny because we could always do that, but it's not really fun
Yeah, it wasn't
because
as fun. Although Russ's reactions to it every time.
well, the way we just like zipped through that dungeon was pretty great. But sorry, Amy, you do have something you could do to these
I
creatures?
do not. Not unless we want to wake them up and then end
murder
their
them.
lives in a fiery or blighty type of way.
Well, also if we wake them up, I have animal friendship, so I could convince them that we mean them no harm. But why don't we just try and sneak?
That's a good option too.
How does Tibby move? Is he a rollerball?
Nope. Tibby is a box. His body is like a box.
Like a trad robot.
Yeah, and he's got two long spindly legs and two long, not spindly, but rod-like arms and legs. And he has, you see, tucked onto his back, he's got two wings as well.
Oh. Timmy's got it going on.
And what's his head shape? I'm drawing an incredible drawing of him right now.
It's a square. It's a cube.
Solid.
And then the arms and legs come out of the cube.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah.
Carla nailed the drawing.
It's amazing.
So you guys are going to try and sneak?
Let's try and sneak.
Let's be sneaky.
So you'll each want to make a stealth check.
Okay.
Am I wearing stealth?
Dexterity.
I am not. But I got a plus 3.
Oh no, sorry.
19 for me.
And I got 17.
I got a 13. I'm sorry, guys.
You all are stealthy enough to get to the other door.
But if we have to axe it open, did we just do this for
I
nothing?
know we're so.
Maybe this door just opens.
You try the other door and it does not open.
So close.
Do you have any door opening spells?
Maybe I
Has
could.
nobody picked up thieves' tools yet?
No. Maybe I could heat the metal so much that it melts.
Maybe Tibby can open the door.
Oh.
Hey, Tibby.
Tibby, can you open the door? Do you have like some kind of like thieves' tool hand thing?
I can certainly give it a try there, guys. Just give me a second here. And you see him kind of get his fingers in and around the lock. And you hear a click and the door opens.
We'll keep you around after all, Tibby.
We give Tibby a look in silence that shows our approval. Maybe some thumbs up or something.
He tries to give you a thumbs up as well, but just holds up all his fingers.
Adorable.
We'll take it.
Yep.
Adorable.
We'll take it.
You look into this next room, and it is also very dimly lit, torch lit. It is a library. You see a desk and a chair. The walls are lined with books, and there are a couple statues that you can see in the room as well.
Are there any doors in this room?
There are two other doors. There's one directly across, and then there is one which would be in the middle of the room to your right.
Well, a library seems like a good place to do a quick look for a tome. So can we sneak in and close the door behind us sneakily?
Yeah, we'll just say your stealth is fine. So
We
you,
look through a tomb while we're there.
These statues are probably going to come to life, so everybody be on guard.
Sure.
So we'll maybe like do investigation check to look at the books.
yeah.
I got it.
I'm rolling really crappily, you guys. 12.
I got 15.
Also crappy.
So you guys come in, you close the door, and you start to look around. Carly, you got 15. You don't see what you're looking for. You see some books of enchantments, but if you show them to Tibby, he keeps telling you that no, that's not the book. And you're in there for a couple minutes looking around, and you hear from behind you a grinding of like stone on stone, grinding, coming to life.
You were right.
Statues.
So, like, someone touched the secret book and the wall's opening up now?
Or the statues are coming to
Or the
life.
statues coming to life.
Yeah, you turn and you see the statues begin to move, and there are now two gargoyles coming towards you. Roll for initiative.
5. 5.
Amy keeps coming.
I got a 4.
Also 5.
Wow. Well, hey, we got these ones out of the way, right? That's how that works.
That's right. So 5's got a reroll there.
I rolled a 3 on my second attempt.
15.
We're gonna put ones out of the way on initiative. It's fine.
I rolled 3 times my initiative.
Tibby got a 3.
Tibby?
Shit.
Yep. Gargoyle's got 15 and 20. So the Gargoyle's got the drop on you.
I got a 15.
On your second roll?
Yeah.
You had a 5 on your first roll.
Okay, fine.
Well, if you want to be a stickler for the rules.
I know, right? Ugh.
Do you have any special like stone crushing in your magic axe with the buttons?
Look here.
Maybe I have a lot of fire, which probably will not
Probably not
do.
going to be too
Won't
helpful.
be particularly helpful.
I have Thunder Wave, and
You have what? Oh yeah, Thunderwave. That could be good.
That could be fun.
I think Moonbeam and Calling Lightning pretty much hurts anything.
Yeah, that's true.
What about like a water spell that will just slowly erode it over thousands of years? Do you have anything like that?
Well, I've got Wind Wall, and Wind does erode as well.
So the first Gargoyle moves to attack you, Flint, and he gets a 22 on his first attack, which is a bite.
Just 2 or 22?
22. And his,
I heard 2, so I'm going with it.
his second attack, he gets a 10, so that one isn't good, but his bite gives you 4 damage. Second Gargoyle goes for Thea.
Of course he would.
Same thing. That's a 20, not critical on his bite, and a 23, not critical
Jeez
on his
Louises.
claws.
Okay.
So that is 12 damage you receive. Now it's Thea's turn.
All right. Well, I'm gonna Thunder Wave. 3d8 damage, and you need to have a Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
and then you get half of that damage.
Constitution savings was 21.
Okay. 6. Ooh, 14. So half of 17. So
So
13. High five.
half of 17 is not 13.
No, I know. Thought you'd just go with it.
8 damage, 40. Flint, you're up.
Okay. A 23 for my roll.
23 is good.
Excellent. I'm also going to use my paralyze feature on my weapon.
Okay.
So if I hit a creature, which I'm going to be hitting him, with a melee attack using the rod, I can force the target to make a DC 17 strength saving throw.
Okay.
The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn if it's failed. I can't use the property again until the next day, so this is a one-time dealio.
Okay.
But I'll roll for damage first. 9 damage on my first attack.
Okay. And you are attacking the one that attacked you, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And I gotta make a strength saving throw, yes?
Yes.
That is 13. That's not good enough.
That is not good enough. So you're paralyzed for 1 minute.
Amy said doesn't matter.
Amazing.
It was the exact same as what you were describing.
Alright, so second attack, I might as well go for the same paralyzed fellow now.
Okay, ow.
Okay.
That's not a need. I'm gonna hit this here paralyzed feller. That's a 18.
18 is good, yep.
Damage-wise, an 11.
New Lara, you're up.
Just taking a picture of my robot drawing to send you guys.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that's important.
I'll send
Anyway, sorry.
I'll send you the actual picture of him after, just to compare.
Tom attacked one, or did Amy and Tom attack the same ones? The same one?
No, Tom attacked Gargoyle 1, Amy attacked Gargoyle 2. So you are kind of in between two of their battles.
Who's the more hurt one or two?
That would be that would be Tom's, yeah.
Yeah.
One.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave him because he's paralyzed.
Fine, yeah.
And I'll
Yeah.
attack the other one.
Okay.
Oh, and I pull out my sword and say Muy Caliente. So that is a 19.
Yeah.
So that is a 16 damage.
Solid.
And then I'll attack him again.
Yeah.
So that's 27. Assume that's a hit.
It should be good, yeah.
And then 9 on the next one.
Okay.
And then I guess Donnie's going to try and bite him too.
Okay.
Oh, he got a 20, not a nat 20, but a 20 nonetheless. Yay! So, he is going to 1d4 plus 2. So that's, he did 3 damage, and then you have to do a Constitution saving throw.
This is poisoning, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, nothing happened.
I didn't really think so. He's made of rock.
It's true, yeah.
Okay, turn over.
All right. So it's Tibby's turn now, and he moves to the one that Nulara and Thea are fighting, and he swings. What does he get to do? You see him in rapid succession shoot his short bow that he has 4 times. The first
arrow shooting robot.
First 2 miss, but the second 2 connect. And he gives 8 damage to the one that Thea and Nulara are fighting.
Solid. Nice work, Timmy.
So that one was bloodied on Nulara's attack. Then Gargoyle 1 is paralyzed, so he's got to make a saving throw. Yeah. 17. What was the DC?
17.
That is good, but he doesn't get to do anything, I would assume, because it's the end of his turn. Yeah. Yeah.
But now he can at least have a turn again.
Yeah.
So.
And number 2 goes after Nulara, and that is 15.
Too bad for him.
Thea, your turn.
All right.
So the one you and Nulara are fighting is bloodied 2 attacks ago. Tom's is no longer paralyzed, but also injured.
Has anyone hit it with like a scimitar or anything yet? Did slashing damage work against this guy?
I hit him with a sword.
Okay.
I think the max.
And Tibby shot him with arrows, so
Oh.
they're flippy rocks.
Okay, so I'm going to hit it with my crossbow. Natch 20 plus 3. 23.
Nice. What? Sweet.
Woo woo! And that was 1d8. Rolled a 2.
Right, you get double damage.
I get double damage. And a 3.
5 damage. That's good damage.
I wanted to murder it.
Flint, you're up.
All right. I'll go back at Gargoyle 1. 22 on the first roll with 13 damage.
Okay.
And second roll, 23 with 6 damage.
So he is bloody. Yep. Nulara, you're up.
2 is still like limping along, bleeding.
Yes, both
They're
of
both
them.
still alive, right?
Both are still alive. Yep.
I'll attack 2.
Okay.
Oh, that's only a 12 on my first attack.
12's no good.
How about 18?
18 is good.
13 damage.
Number 2 explodes into a gargoyle-y, rocky mound. So number 2 is dead.
Okay, and then so I guess Donnie's gonna try and bite the other one then.
Yeah.
Critical fail.
All right.
Critical fail.
He's reading a book in the corner.
He got distracted. He lost a read.
Tibby's turn. He shoots off his short bows again. Hits only on the first one, but gets 8 damage for that. And this gargoyle is still alive. And is his turn, and he goes to attack Flint again. That is only a 16 for his bite and a 7 for his claws. So you got him on the ropes here. He's just throwing punches.
Excellent.
Thea is making a sandwich. Does she? Okay.
I'm going to thorn with it. Whip it good. Ooh, 5.
Solid.
8 damage.
That one is now in the same mound as the other one. They are both dead.
Yay!
That's enough.
Thanks.
So, you've investigated to everybody's kind of... You guys are good with the amount that you've investigated. There are 3 doors in this room. The one you came in through, one on the opposite wall, and then one if you were in the other door to the right and mid-room.
Are they locked?
Both are locked, yes.
I'd like Tibby to try and pick it.
Unlock it.
Yeah. Rather than attack axe it.
Sure.
Yeah, whichever one you go for. On his first try, he's able to open it.
We will head to the door on the opposite wall.
Okay, so you open that door and you enter into a narrow but longer hallway with a door at the very end.
Gosh, this is just a door maze.
We enter into instant death. Congratulations, everybody.
Should we try and, since we just went into a hallway, should we try and open the other door?
I guess
Just to
it would
see what's over there?
Yep.
Let's just keep going.
Okay, let's
Let's
do
check
it.
out this hallway.
Tibby tries once to pick the lock and is unsuccessful, twice and is unsuccessful.
Let's go back the other way.
Okay. I like it.
Maybe some doors aren't meant to be opened.
Exactly. We're very philosophical about this one.
If at first you don't succeed, turn around.
We just weren't meant to go through this door. We'll try the other one.
So he is able to open the other door in the gargoyle room that you were in, the library you were in.
Okay.
And you enter that one, and it is a shorter hallway with another door. It's an unlocked door.
Ominous. We send Tibby first.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks
I'm
for
sure he's got like
opening
a flashlight. I'm sure he'll be fine.
So this is another dimly lit room. You see a large still object in one corner and nothing else in the room.
In which corner?
As you're entering the door, it is to the left back wall, and it is another room that is about 30 feet. There's a door directly opposite you, and then a door to your right.
Okay. And a weird thing in the back left corner.
Yeah.
A weird thing.
A weird still object. It's in shadow. You can't quite see what it is.
I cast fairy fire on it.
Whoa. We're not even going to investigate. You're just going to attack.
No.
Fairy fire is just a light.
Fairy fire just imbues a glowing aura around somebody that I can see, and it helps to like light the way, or if you're like looking for something through a forest or whatever.
Okay. Sounds pretty.
So, I know, right? And I choose like a soft blue.
You create that, and it goes through the room, and you see a Minotaur with a huge axe standing in the corner. As the light kind of shows up on him, he begins to charge towards you.
Hold on a second. Would he have charged anyway if I didn't glow fairy fire on him? Because I'm not 100% sure anyone but me can see the fairy fire.
I think it illuminates
I
everything.
think it illuminates the room.
I don't know, man. Hold on. I want to check this out. Just so that I can really own that this is all my fault that he's attacking us right now. Oh, sorry.
For when this comes back to bite us in the ass.
Exactly. You can point fingers at me. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
So now we're all pretty.
So you-
We're all pretty. We're all pretty blue glowy.
Oh, so you're all glowing blue.
We're all glowing blue.
All right.
And we only stay that long for 1 minute.
All right. So it doesn't go towards the corners, but you are in fact glowing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as you begin to glow, the Minotaur sees you and charges at you.
Okay.
So initiative.
16 for me.
Also 16. I'll roll off.
10.
5.
19.
Thea, your turn.
I don't want to really like get near him or anything. I'm gonna flaming sphere him
Oh, that's fun.
for 9, 15 damage.
Nice.
Solid.
Okay. 15.
And it's a bonus move, so it just stays, and I can hit you with it again, plus do a different attack on my next turn.
Flaming sphere.
Sphere.
Not spear.
Not spear. 15
And we're on
damage.
the Skype call. He's right next to her.
I know, right? Open your ears, Grandpa.
I can't.
Turn up your hearing aid.
All right. Tibby's turn, and he flies into the room, and
He should already be in the room. We sent him first.
he was kind of on the edge, and then you were like, fairy fire, and everybody was glowing from inside.
I
so
know. I
you
got
kinda just waited
excited.
there.
I can never ever use fairy fire. I just wanted to use it once.
Sure, that's fair. He shoots his bows.
15.
First one misses, second one's good, third one misses, fourth one's good. So he hits the Minotaur with 2 arrows for 6 damage. And New Lara, you're up next.
Hey. I got a 13.
13 is not good.
Oh.
How
Are you
about
sure?
the 27?
I know.
27 is much better, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just going to say no.
Excuse me, that's not
12
nice to say
damage.
that. 13 is good.
Donnie does.
Yes, it is.
Do that.
Donnie rolls 15. Does that hit?
Sorry, say that again.
15, Donnie.
15 for Donnie. Does that hit?
15 hits, yes. What did you get on your damage for your 27?
12?
12.
It was somewhere in the double digits.
Addie was telling Russ that it wasn't very nice of him to tell you that your 13 roll wasn't good.
Yeah.
he was being chastised at that moment.
Yes, and 15 for Donnie is good.
You need to do a Constitution saving throw.
That is an 18.
So you are not frozen then.
Flint, you're up.
All right. 24 on the first one.
Yes, sir.
11 damage.
Okay.
19 on the second one.
Woo!
With 14 damage.
Wowzers.
That'll do.
So he is bloodied. He is in the middle of the room, and he kind of backs up a little bit and runs towards Flint. He charges you with his horns on his big old head,
Toro.
and you have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. 21.
You still take damage, but you don't move. 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Would you say that he messed with the bull, so he got the horns?
Ha! Yep.
Amazing.
Worse.
And now it is Theaster.
Well, I'm gonna hit him with the flaming sphere again, just because I can. 3,
Or spear.
10 damage. And then I think I'm going to hit him with my oath bow. So I whisper swift defeat to my enemies. I got a 15, plus I get 2 advantage on the oath bow, so that's 17. Plus I get advantage because he's covered in fairy. I'm good? Okay.
Yeah.
I could keep going.
So many advantages.
3d6 piercing damage. Okay. 7 damage.
Dead.
Woo woo! I'm Salazaring
With a
it up
loud
over
bellow,
here.
he falls to the ground.
Well done, everyone.
I start sawing off his horns to keep them as a trophy.
Sure. That's weird. But
Vicious
okay.
bomb here.
Just one.
Okay, it's a big horn. So
Just the tip.
just the tip of the horn. Just the tip.
No big deal. It's just the tip.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
Okay, good. So
I don't know if there are potions or I could sell this on the black market or something. I
maybe
don't know.
Minotaur horn. Who knows?
Who knows?
Other things he has on him other than horns, he has his great axe.
Is it greater than Flint's great axe?
It is a 2d12, but Flint's has a whole bunch of magical stuff, I think.
Yeah.
2d12's nice, though.
Yeah. It's,
Because I only currently have 1d12, but it is plus 3.
yeah.
So.
Sorry, 2d12 plus 4 slashing.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I would take that
I
axe.
might have to steal this axe.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
It won't turn into a ladder, but
Yeah, I'm going to be stealing this axe.
yeah.
Right. And yeah, door that's straight on through, and then the door to the right from where you came in.
Well, straight on through, he was protecting something, right?
He was in the room.
there are 2 doors in
There are
the
2
room.
doors
Oh.
that you have not gone through in the room.
Oh. Well, we haven't technically gone through any doors.
You've come into a room.
If we go right, won't that only be one right turn away from where we were when we started?
Yep.
So I think we should go straight.
Depending on how you drew your map, I guess, yes.
Korean 30-year-old Russ doesn't seem to be putting up with our shit.
Age has changed him, that's for sure.
I
Yeah.
hate you guys.
I forgot Russ was Korean 30.
Yeah, surprise 30.
I don't like it.
Straight through instead of right. I say
Yes. I also agree.
I also agree.
provided we can open that door.
Yeah, let's try that door.
Open that door.
It opens.
That door!
It opens freely. Yep.
What do we see?
You see a long hallway
Again?
with a door at the end.
Jesus. Okay, is this at least a pretty hallway? Like, is there any decorations,
Well, I mean,
tapestries?
it's
like,
got
what's-
it's got some things hanging from it.
Skeletons or like doilies?
Oh no, like more doily. Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it, you guys, you don't hang doilies.
Somebody took some time
What
to
is
decorate
going
this
on
hall
here?
specifically. So it is a nice hall. It is a straight corridor, one door on the other end.
All right.
Okay.
Let's try that door.
As the last of you enters the room and the door shuts behind you, you hear the door on both ends latch shut. And in the middle of the room, you hear what sounds like some gears start up. And in the middle of the room, the floor begins to separate. And the floor on either side of the room starts to move conveyor belt style towards the center from both sides. So you are currently on the side closest to the door you just came in. And as the center of the room opens up, you see grinding blades that you would fall into.
All right. This is a weird room.
Do we want to try to go back the door we came in?
Sure. Do we try the door and let me guess it's locked because it's already closed though? And it's bolted shut?
It is
So we cannot do that.
Should we do some sort of perception check to see if we can see anything else in the room that might help us?
I like it.
I perceive a 16 plus, what is perception? 3. Woo, yeah, 19.
Okay.
I also have 19.
That was the weirdest route to take. I got a 17 on my perception check.
So you see on the opposite end of the hallway on the ceiling 3 levers.
What positions are these levers in?
All are pointing towards the door you have not been through. So they're all in the same position and all look like they've been moved towards that door.
Does Tibby have like go-go gadget arms or anything?
Well, he can fly.
Things.
Yeah, right.
Things.
I thought those were just for show.
Not for show. Okay. Tibby, can you like fly up there and flip those levers and see if that does something better than what we're working with right now?
Says, yeah, guys, let me go check it out. Which one should I try first?
The first one.
Just whatever one you get to first, try that.
So he tries the first one, and it does not have the strength to move the lever on this one.
Can Donnie go push with him?
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Will he get stronger? I'll Tinkerbell.
Sure. Yeah, do you want to give Donnie a strength check there?
Sure, I do. Let's see. Oh, well, it's not the best. Oh, 17.
So the two of them together are able to push that lever, and they push it back towards the door where you guys are, and it snaps back after they did that, and the floor begins to move quicker.
Damn it.
It's always when you try that first one. Doesn't go well.
Do the second one.
So let's roll initiative just for order of who does what.
12.
17.
8.
Okay, so Flint, you're up first. What do you do? The gap
What do you do?
The gap in the middle of the room.
Available to me. Do I have anything near me?
There are ropes hanging from the wall where the tapestry and doilies are hanging. The gap in the middle of the floor is now about 8 feet across. That's all you have.
How high is the ceiling?
About 8 feet.
Oh, okay. Because I can transform my rod of lordly might into a ladder that's 50 feet long.
That is
if so needed.
Okay.
So I should transform it into a climbing pole that I can shoot up and then try another one of the levers.
So you get across and you set up your ladder. However, you put it down on the ground and it begins to move out. You can't actually mount it anywhere.
Right.
The walls begin to move out?
Okay.
Well, no, but the ground is moving like a conveyor belt
If
style.
I brace myself plus the ladder against the back wall, because the back wall ain't moving anywhere.
That's true.
And then one of these two people can climb up and try one of these levers when I'm holding the ladder in place for them.
Sure.
Let's do that
Okay.
Okay.
So Nulara's up next.
Okay. Sounds great.
Flint, you'll have to be walking as you do that, so you want to make a dexterity saving throw.
then. Sure.
Don't drop Nulara.
A 14.
14's good to hold it and walk at the same time at the pace that the conveyor belt's going.
At the pace the conveyor belt is going.
I'm getting a good workout.
I was just going to say, you're on the treadmill, you're working it.
It is a little bit faster than a brisk walk.
Okay.
Okay. So Nulara, which one do you want to try? So the one to, we'll say on the very left, was the one that Tibby and Donnie tried. So there's the one in the middle and the one on the right.
I guess the middle?
Process of elimination.
Yeah, middle.
Okay.
Strength do I need to do?
You reach for it. You were strong enough to move it, so you push it, and it snaps back, and the ground begins to move even faster. Flint, you want to make Flint, you want to save throw again?
Sure.
More than 14.
20, but not an edge.
You catch yourself as it speeds up, and you're able to hold Nulara up there.
Okay.
the other one, or now it's Thea's turn?
It's Thea's turn now. You are still on the other
Want to just
side.
come join us on the other side? Not for any good reason? We just miss you.
The gap is about 12 feet at this point.
Can I jump 12 feet?
I think your jump is about half of your speed.
You jump half your speed? I can't believe I haven't just been jumping this whole time. That's amazing.
I think that's what it is.
All right.
You jump 15 feet?
What exactly is the battle plan here? I don't know, but I'm just going to do some jumping.
So I will run and jump over there, I guess.
Okay.
The ceiling's 8 feet. I'm pretty tall. Oh, I didn't make myself the 6 foot that I wish I did. I'm only 5'9". I bet my arm span can't reach that. So I'm going to...
The ladder I've got set up that we meet.
Can I climb that if Nulara is still up?
Well, she could have dropped off.
Yeah, we can just say that she dropped
Okay,
off.
sure. Yeah. I'll climb up and I'll flick that third lever.
Flint, as she climbs up, I'll get you to make a dex saving throw.
Now you're at a steady jog.
Man, I'm rolling very well for these decks. It's 19.
Okay, so you are going to try the last one there.
Yeah.
So you push it and it is stuck. So make a strength check. Not a save.
3, and that's with my bonus.
You find that it seems jammed, and you are unable to move this lever.
But then Donnie and Tibby
It
fly
must
over
be
and
Timmy's
help her.
turn, right?
It is Tibby's turn, yeah.
Timmy's got that robot strength.
Yep.
So Tibby goes and tries, and he gets the lever about halfway, and you hear the gears for the floor start to shudder, but he's unable to push it the whole way across. So it's still going at the same speed, but him moving that lever, you feel started to slow down, but then it picked back up because it didn't go all the way across.
Okay. Is Amy still on the ladder, or did she drop off?
I haven't dropped off yet, but I can if you want me to.
Well, I'm thinking because I can have hooks at the top of my ladder in order to anchor it. So if I could anchor one of those hooks around that lever and just try pulling her on over.
Couldn't you just reach up and hit it with the flat side of your axe?
I am a dwarf. I'm only 4'8".
I have a whip. Can we...
Right.
Can Thea, tie the end of the whip around it, and then we can all pull on it?
Teamwork.
Well, here, why don't you try your hook thing? I got off.
So some sort of strength check, Russ?
Yeah.
Okay. 24.
So you pull it, and the gears shudder again, and it begins to slow. It's still moving, but it's gone slower now.
Excellent.
And it has snapped back.
I bet if we pull it again, it'll slow down even further.
Well, let's give it a try. Do you want to do the whip team up?
Yeah, Nulara. Look
Sure,
at this.
okay. So, yeah, because it's my turn anyway,
Yeah,
right?
because you and Amy could both pull on it. So.
Okay, so I scramble up the ladder and tie the whip to the end of the lever. And then we pull on it. So what do you want me to do? Strength?
Just a strength, yeah.
Not amazing. Where's strength? 18.
18. That's good. So it pulls again, but on this pull, the conveyor belt slows down. It's still moving, but the gap in the center has quickly moved 10 more feet. So it's at about 25 feet of the room. So you have about 10 feet towards the door.
Are we on the opposite side? Why don't we just axe through it?
It's moving the floor's moving that way. But I think,
Away from the middle, right?
Yeah.
But aren't we at the opposite end?
Oh, where the door
Didn't
is.
we all jumped across, right?
Yeah.
Why do we not want to stay in this?
The door's there. The conveyor belt is still moving towards the center on both sides.
And
So,
that just means we have to walk toward the door while we hack.
yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we do
we should
that?
probably start doing
I don't know
that.
what we want to. I don't want to hang out in here.
No, me neither.
Axe the door.
Probably a good idea.
All right.
Everyone get your weapons out. Because
yeah,
who knows
so-
what's on the other side?
Thea, you're up.
I'm up. What can I do to hack this door down? Let's do...
What about that spear we were talking about earlier?
I don't want to use my flaming sphere. How about I kick the door really hard.
And it feels more rigid than the wood doors that you have been going through.
Okay.
And it's reinforced.
Yay, so it's Tibby's turn. He says, guys, what do you want me to do? I don't know if I can kick this door down.
Can you just try and pick the lock?
Let me see. I don't know why we didn't try that before, but you see him fiddle around with it, and it looks like he gets the latch undone, but as he pulls the lever, it is locked by something else as well. So he's unlocked the handle, but it appears that it is further reinforced by another locking mechanism somewhere else that you guys can't see.
Okay.
Flint.
Alright, well, I guess we need to go back to those levers.
You don't want to try your super axe you just got from the Minotaur?
I could. I mean, if it's super reinforced, though, I don't know if I'm going to do anything to it. Alright, well, okay, so the third lever slowed the belt down, but when we did it again, it also increased the gap in the floor.
Yeah.
So, and the first two levers didn't work at all for us.
They sped up the conveyor belts, yeah.
Okay. So, like, should we try one of the first two again? Because maybe now that we've hit the third one, it's like switch something?
I mean, I feel like there must be some kind of right way to do it.
Or do we do, like, try all three at once? Or, like...
Well, I don't think we can do all three at once.
Like, I mean, we could... You would think if we're a team and we're working in unison, we could line up all of our actions to happen at the same time, correct, Russ?
Yeah.
So maybe we should try that?
But don't we have to climb the ladder?
Well, I mean, like, you can use your whip.
Right. Okay, yeah, the whip's still tied to the one.
I don't know how we get Amy up there, though.
Well, Tibby could fly up.
Well,
That's true, Tibby and Donnie.
Tibby and Donnie.
Yeah, if Tibby and Donnie tackled the first one because they were able to move that first one. Yeah, you guys can team up on the whip.
10.
8.
Solid. Much better. I did 22.
So all three of you are able to pull your levers. So this time, conveyor belt slows. It moves towards the center, and you hear the locking mechanism on the doors makes a noise. Kind of like a loud...
Let's try that door again.
You go and check the door. It opens up.
Yay!
Trying to make it dramatic, but no, it opens up.
We didn't solve the riddle at all. Russ just got bored of us being in this room.
Russ didn't want us to die, so he was
That's
like,
fine.
yeah, it's fine. You got it.
So you go into the room. It is another dark room. There's one light in the center over a large treasure chest. There is nothing else that you see in the room.
I don't know. We've had really good luck with just when treasure chests have just been standing there before.
Yeah, it seems. How about perception check?
And can I detect magic?
I got an 18 on perception.
Solid. I guess my -2. That's a 16.
Okay.
19.
The two of you look it over, and it seems like there's nothing there. You don't detect any traps or anything like that. Amy uses detect magic, and there is an aura of magic about the chest itself.
Is there doors in this room, or have we reached the
I
end?
think this is just the treasure chest.
Yeah.
No doors.
The treasure chest, or it's closed, I guess. It's not that much of a trap. It's like open, like.
Help yourself.
It is locked, but it doesn't appear when you guys looked it over that there were any noticeable traps. But Amy did detect magic, and she sensed that there is a magic coming from either the chest or something inside the chest.
Okay, I say we get Timmy to try and open it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it could be a trap, or it could be the Tome of
Enchantment.
It takes Tibby a couple tries, but he is able to pop it open, and you see him lift the lid, and he looks in, and he says, "Guys, this is it. This is the tome. We did it."
Is it like a Pulp Fiction with the briefcase situation where, it lights up as he looks at it?
Absolutely, yes. There's a light that emanates from all around it and beneath it, yeah.
And that's it. We win.
Yay!
We win Dungeons and Dragons.
Says, "This is good, guys, but we gotta get out of this."
I'm gonna get out of here.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Who wants to pick up the tome?
Yeah.
I will. I'm kind of magical.
Sure.
Hopefully that won't be something horrible. I reach down and with reverence, pick up the tome.
Sure.
Gotta respect the book.
Yeah. I'm gonna just make a saving throw there.
Man, if I get poisoned by a frickin' dog, and the tome poisons you and you're dead. A nat 20!
You feel that the book is trying to draw you to it, but you resist that book.
Oh, also, I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep.
It was trying super hard to put you to sleep.
Was it really?
Oh, no.
You're not very kind today, and I'm
Sorry.
sick and everything.
Okay, so you gotta get out of there. So you gotta go back into that hallway there.
But won't your ladder go 50 feet and it's only 40 feet?
My
So
ladder
can't you just
goes
put it across?
50 feet, if so needed.
And we could just
Shimmy?
ramper across it?
I'm assuming the other door that was also bolted shut is now available to be opened.
That's a safe assumption.
Okay.
Excellent.
Perfect.
So yes, I hook up my fun ladder and we all shimmy across.
Yep. And you get to the door, and it is open as well.
We head back down that long hallway
Yep.
and in the door that has another exit that we didn't go into.
Yep.
But we don't need to, because we got what we came for.
You gotta get out, though.
Leave with
We
it.
still have to find a way out.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Mission accomplished. Okay, so we've got 3 options. We've got this door here.
Did you redraw the map?
Well, it's like on grid paper, so no matter how far you wanted to go, I could. So we've got this exit here. We've got the exit in the room we started in that we didn't use.
Yeah.
And we've got the exit down the other long hallway that Timmy failed to pick when he tried it.
Right. I mean, we're in this room, so we may as well
We might as well
try.
have a look, yeah.
What do you think, Amy?
Sounds good.
So you open this door, and there is another long corridor with a door at the end,
Corridor door.
with a bit of a bridge, kind of 2/3 of the way, going over a river. There's looks like a river that cuts through, and it looks like this hallway has been built, but then it opens up into a bit of a cavern over this river, and then goes into another portion across.
Okay.
You go into the room at the end of the door. It is open, and there is nothing appears to be in this room. There is one door to your right.
Okay. Well, this definitely seems to be taking us back towards kind of where we started from.
Yes. So maybe we have to backtrack to like over here?
Yeah, backtrack past the bugbears, and
Oh yeah, shit. Where are they? In this one?
they are in this one.
Go back this way.
Okay, yeah, we'll take the long route and skip the bugbears so we don't have to sneak past them again.
So you were back in the library.
Back in the library, and we're going to go down that long hallway to the door that we failed to get into.
You want to try and pick the lock again? Do you want to try and bash it down?
Well, I guess I'll just try and bust it down with my axe.
Okay, make a strength check.
That was a 23.
Yeah, you hit it, and it explodes.
Sweet.
And in that room, you see 3 doors, one on each wall, but otherwise it's an empty room.
Okay,
Left now?
sure.
Yep.
You enter into another long hallway, but there is light at the end of this tunnel.
Hey.
And you see, as you walk down further, there is a staircase that comes up, and you see natural light at the top.
Go in that direction.
And you get to the top, and you are outside, or you're in a large cavern that's been carved into a mountain, and you are out of the dungeon.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay! I still want to find, not this time, next time, who kidnapped us.
Yeah, so we turn on our homing beacons and Salazar helicopters up and gets us, right?
Flying castles us over, and
Absolutely. Essentially, Tibby receives a message. He relays with Salazar and the team up there, and they come pick you up and take you back. And you are in Salazar's office, and he says, thank you very much for going and finding the tome. Our greatest and best minds are looking into it.
What do you mean? We're right here. Your best minds aren't on it. Here we are in this room with you.
Our best magic minds.
Hey.
Best,
Right.
our best, super best magic minds. You guys are our best. There's some other
Fair enough. I don't want to have peeked.
more magic-y minds.
Head Wizard Taco is on the case.
While you were away, we received word from Leosin that he invites you back to Waterdeep as soon as possible. It is of urgent matter. There is a council meeting
Virgin matter?
of urgent matter.
Okay.
There's a council meeting going on in Waterdeep to discuss cult matters that have been coming up across Faerun since you, crashed the Sky Castle. It appears the cult of the dragon is still formed and still looking to bring Tiamat back, and they require you to come to this meeting in Waterdeep.
All right, so the cult's still pissed at us.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
Back to the regular adventure.